Who was Ruth Bader Ginsburg? By Elizabeth Kaiser. Art by Stanley Chow. Who is? Board book. Ruth's mother taught her many things. She taught her to love books. She taught her to be kind. And she taught her something that very few people back then taught girls, that she was important. Just as important as a boy. Ruth's parents were Jewish and had come from far away to be safe and free in the United States. But this didn't mean that Ruth was always treated fairly. Ruth saw that Jewish people weren't allowed to go certain places. And she learned that girls didn't get to do the same things as boys. This didn't feel right. Ruth knew she wanted to do something to help others when she grew up, so she studied hard and went to college. There, she learned about lawyers. When people are treated unfairly, lawyers can help them by speaking up for their rights in front of a judge. This sounded important to Ruth. After college, Ruth became a wife, a mother, and a law student. Many people at law school didn't want women there. But Ruth was a brilliant student and worked really hard to make time for school and her family. After law school, it was very hard for Ruth to find a job. She was a mother, and she was Jewish, and not one law office in all of New York City wanted to hire her. But she didn't give up. She became one of the few women in the country to teach law. Ruth also worked as a volunteer lawyer to help make things more equal for women and men. There was a lieutenant in the U.S. Air Force who was treated unfairly because she was a woman. Ruth wanted to help her by speaking to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has 9 judges, called justices. They decide if the laws in the country are fair. Back then, they were all men. Ruth explained to them very clearly why it wasn't fair to treat women differently than men. They agreed. It was time to change the laws. Ruth became a famous lawyer for convincing many more judges to change old laws that treated men and women differently. Soon after that, she became a judge. Now Ruth would listen to lawyers speak up for people's rights and help decide what was fair. Ruth was such a fair judge, she was asked to become one of the 9 justices on the Supreme Court. She was only the second woman to get this job. As a justice of the Supreme Court, Ruth has one of the most important jobs in the whole country. She helps make sure the laws are fair and that they protect everyone's rights, no matter who they are, what they believe, or where they are from. Ruth Bader Ginsburg was born in Brooklyn, New York, at a time when girls didn't have the same rights as boys. Ruth's mother believed in women's rights and inspired Ruth to make a difference in the world. Ruth saw that lawyers could fight for people's rights and help make the laws more fair. She studied law and then taught law, all while raising a family with her husband. It was almost unheard of for a woman to be a lawyer, and for a mother and father to be equal partners in their family, but Ruth helped to change that. Ruth volunteered as a lawyer for the American Civil Liberties Union and worked to make the country more fair for both women and men. She was chosen to be a federal judge and later became the 2nd woman, and the 6th Jewish justice, to join the Supreme Court. Smart, kind, and fearless, Ruth has worked to give all Americans an equal chance in life. She is known as a real-life superhero for protecting the rights of everyone, and for daring to become everything she knew she could be. The end. A lawyer. A feminist. A Supreme Court justice.